commission lawsuit that's been brewing for years that the entire industry has largely ignored up until we saw Anywhere settle for $83.5 million and Remax settle for $55 million. It is finally coming to a head. Trial started on Monday with jury selections. During jury selections, they started off with about 70 jurors. Now, one by one kept getting dismissed, and the reason why I found to be pretty shocking. They'd actually sold a home during the affected time frame and could be a part of the class, so they were dismissed. We ended up with about 9 jurors, and of the 9 jurors, 7 are men, 2 are women. I'm told that one of the women is a mom of a newborn 5.5-week-old baby, and they have to take a break every hour and a half for her to breastfeed. So far, the jurors have been very attentive, and reports that they're even taking notes and just hanging on to every word that's being said. Opening statements started with the plaintiff's attorney, Michael Ketchmark, and he said, "This is a refund case. We merely want the defendants to refund the money that was unlawfully taken from them from the corporate defendants and their conspiracy." So we know that the case hinges on violation of the Sherman Antitrust Act. What happened was, in 2017, Joshua Sitzer hired a Keller Williams agent and successfully sold his home. During that process, he reduced his price by $10,000 in order to make the sale happen. And he had asked his agent why they couldn't discount the buyer broker commission. And the agent explained to him that because of the MLS participation rule, that compensation was offered and was no longer negotiable. So a couple years later, Joshua Sitzer files the Sitzer versus NAR lawsuit. Included in this lawsuit was Anywhere, which is the parent company of Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Sotheby's. Also named as a corporate defendant was Keller Williams, Berkshire Hathaway, tons of different MLSs. So what we have now are a few 100,000 homeowners that sold a home during this affected time period that are eligible to be part of this class action lawsuit. And we're talking damages in the billions of dollars. At trial, they're saying that straight damages close to $2 billion, but that doesn't include treble damages, so that number could compound. One of the first defendants to testify was Gary Keller. And Gary Keller testified, and it was reported that he got a little testy. And one of the things that they introduced into evidence and showed during the trial was a script that Keller Williams agents have and use in the marketplace. Now, this script is interesting. This script is scripting for a listing agent that's talking with a homeowner who's considering selling their home, and the homeowner is asking the agent, well, hey, can we reduce your commission? And the agent shares with the homeowner, sure, we can reduce our commission, but do you know how commissions work? And commissions work like, hey, we split it between the buyer's agent, and so if we lower that buyer's agent commission and it's less than what they normally get, basically agents aren't going to show your house. And when plaintiff's attorney introduced this into evidence and asked Gary Keller about this script, Gary Keller actually denied ever even seeing this script. We've also heard testimony from one of the plaintiffs. Her name is Holly Ellis, and Holly Ellis is an older lady, and during the course of her life, she's sold 4 homes and she's purchased 5 homes. The most recent home she sold is the one that basically brought her into this class action lawsuit. And what we learned is that the buyer's agent commission that she paid to sell her a home was roughly equivalent to about 40% of her equity that she received. And so she thought it was very unfair that she had to give up so much of her money just to use the system that has been established by NAR and all of these corporate defendants. During her testimony, she also revealed that her own mother was a realtor for over 30 years. And she said being part of this lawsuit is something that she's doing because she thinks this practice is unfair. She has children, she has grandchildren. She also said she's doing it for mom. A new study was also released as evidence of steering and basically shows that homes that have been listed on the MLS with less than a 3% commission being offered to the buyer's broker were shown less and less likely to sell than other listings. Over the next few days, we will probably hear more testimony from plaintiffs, more testimony from defendants, and no doubt all eyes are on this commission lawsuit to see what happens with buyer broker compensation. If you have anything to add to the conversation, be sure to leave a comment below and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you get updated of our new episodes.